An upstart captain in command of a group of old Victory Ones has managed to take the initiative and break through the defenses, holding an old Imperial research facility at the Maw. Kirk Maximus, an impressive feat using old warships. The Imperial group has been so separated from the main Imperial logistical chains, they've established their own missile production region. I sense a shift in Imperial command and their control of this Outer Rim territory. Interesting. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shag here, and welcome back to Empire War Forces of Corruption, playing the fantastic mod Awakening of the Rebellion. I like that the camera stopped here. We can actually see just about every piece of territory that we currently don't control. Everything outside of the camera on the bottom of the screen is under Imperial control. Ignore the Dathomir is still neutral on the bottom left. It can be neutral. I don't want to step foot on that planet. It's creepy, it gives me the willies. But everywhere else, the Rim, we've got some work to do. I'm not gonna be trying to start a fight with the Hutts. If you look at the top left-hand corner, you can see Nell Hut over there in a much darker green. They haven't started anything with us. Oh, so we're not gonna start anything with them. I think we're fine. Also, it means we don't have to take Nimbad. We just ignore it. Don't have to go there. What we do have to deal with is all these planets that we blockaded in the last episode. Like Mill down here, or we've got Mimban down here. We've got, actually, we can just move this force. Yeah, it's not too bad. We took the Maw. If you didn't see last episode, it was really funny. We brought in a huge group of victories. We lost one victory class. It was the Sea of Missiles. So many missiles you could just like walk across the battlefield, jumping from missile to missile. Clan Tooney, let's turn on all things. We're gonna move into Oba Diah and Eridu. Adu? We're gonna take these two. That's the plan today. That way we can start solidifying the fleet in the south. Start heading down here. We got a lot to do. Also, Solus Fan, still an objective. Might try to get Vader's fleet down there as quickly as we can. So, oh yeah, we're blockading Kian. Do you have one ISD, 8 gunships, and 4 TIE defenders? That's a lot of gunships. I don't really know what I was thinking with those gunships, but I'm not gonna complain. And a whole lot of ground. Actually, it's just infantry. It's just a lot of infantry. Okay, so let's begin the invasion of these last worlds. Also, you probably should get an outpost because I'm gonna leave this here and I don't really want to bait. Do I want to move them to reinforce or are we good? Oh, you're a Bellator fleet. Yeah, you should be okay. Yeah, you're the Bellator fleet from the north. Okay. Unpausing so we can do all of the math. Let's have you drop out of hyperspace first. We'll load the rest of you up in a moment. But we have 2 worlds to knock over. Oh! And you're the planet with one of our heroes. With one of our economic heroes, if I'm not mistaken. Our spy has found that they've got ground forces in orbit. Oh no. We'll have to give up this life of crime. They've got a sail barge in space.
Tactical battle imminent.
What do they transport the sail barge in? I'm kind of curious. We'll find out if we spot it. Let's begin the battle. We were having a conversation before the recording started about whether or not the rebellion should have access to more Clone Wars technology, like they would see it a lot. And my argument was that they shouldn't, because the Empire was beginning that switch over pretty early. Pretty early in their creation, right? The Senate voted to become the first galactic empire, the big speech. And they would have been at the height of what I would call the Imperial power, right? Because they, not naval power, not military power, exactly.
Yes, Commander.
Would have been pretty crazy because they would have had all the clones still. But from like a, hey, you know, we're here for it, we're here for the Empire, the support, the highest level of support would have been right then, right? And then it would just been a downhill slope after that point. Let's move forward. And that's when they started replacing all the Clone Wars stuff. So it'd be really hard for the Rebellion with so little personnel to grab those ships and run with them. Do we want to bomb the crap out of this defense station? I kind of think we do. All right. We'll bring in a bunch of carriers to about We'll bring them all in, and then we'll bring in gladiators here. And then a bomber, and then a little bit of TIE Defender for a little kind of tanky squadrons. You guys drop out of hyperspace. Look at you with your little hyperdrives.
TIE Defender standing by.
How many bombers?
Bomber standing by.
Defender squadron reporting.
Okay. All right.
TIE squadron.
All right. TIE Hunters, I'm just giving you orders. You can move in.
TIEs reporting in.
Ready for orders.
Defenders, you can move in.
Bombers IPV reporting. Orders.
Brutes, you can move in.
For the Empire. Ready for orders.
Here, Brutes are gonna get a little bit rarer.
Setting up my run, sir.
I don't think it's gonna be there when we get there.
Bombers at the ready. Asteroid
there's
field
pirates
ahead.
over there.
Take evasive action.
All right, let's just do
Defenders ready.
this.
Ready to receive
and
orders.
this.
Comlink active.
And this.
Roger that.
And
Setting
that.
up my run.
Ready for
I'm giving them
command,
individual targets.
sir. Commencing attack run.
Oh, you poor TIE Defenders. You're not great when you're getting beat up on. Go ahead and just tank up.
Ready to receive
And then
orders.
bombers, he is absolutely annihilating that. So let's go after the
Bombs
hull.
deployed. Target locked. Ready
Okay, you
for
guys are
battle.
clear. Go ahead and engage. Go to the cloak shape. Let's double up on the cloak shape.
Awaiting orders.
You guys engage. And bomber, come on in. Our bombers, make it a run.
Intercepting.
Space station has been, as we go like underneath it. Nice.
Or mob.
All right, TIE bombers, don't stay still, ever. Don't ever stay still.
I have the target.
Actually, go after this, because it's right there. Don't focus on him. I don't want to get birded anymore. Whoa, camera. There you go. Now you're going after the frigate. Wonderful. We could move the gladiators in. I wouldn't mind having those lighter turbos giving us a hand. And where are our raiders? No, I didn't bring raiders, I brought carriers. That's right. You guys are clear?
Changing course to
Go ahead and engage. Taking out the space stations.
Awaiting your command.
another
Let's
attack.
kill that. We have all of the firepower. You might as well open up. Hey,
Awaiting
bombers, what you guys
orders.
doing? Help me with this.
Receiving orders.
Awaiting orders.
Get him, TIE Defenders. Nice. Making our way through the outer rim. Now you guys should be able to absolutely hammer these ships.
Move to attack. Moving to that area.
Because these are a little bit overgunned for their
Move to
size.
attack.
I don't know what we're firing at right now, though. We don't like it. Now we switch targets.
All wings reporting.
Why do you see a bunch of Mando ships? Well, the Black Sun in this particular mod have a lot of Mandalorian vessels that they can get. Some really, really old ones. We seem to see them a lot. So they seem to make a lot of these irreplaceable Mandalorian vessels. And that's
Aerial
just a
artillery
mechanic of the
reporting.
game, right? Like if you're gonna add a ship
Cleared for
that you
departure.
want the enemy to have access to, the AI is gonna just build them. Let's have the victories join up with this fight.
Navigating.
And we'll grab some space stations here. We're gonna need our ground forces.
Tactical battle imminent.
What? Where? Who's starting stuff? Ugh. Oh, thank you, Auto Resolve. You didn't screw me over. I appreciate it. I might just give them this planet back. Just so we don't, jeez, what was that music? Just so we don't have to fight over it all the time. Or, for comedy's sake, I will send down a bunch of those turret deploying frigates. Because that's hilarious. We'll send those down there, and then when they show up, we can just drop a bunch of turrets at their 1 or 4 ships. They keep sending random assortments. What happened to my ground force? Are they en route? There should have been ATs up here. Ah, there you are. Yeah, you're on the other side of hut space. Well, you've ignored us so far. I'm just gonna move. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave and use you for the ground invasion. Let's grab a space station. Let's go ahead and dig in here.
TIE Defenders
We're gonna have to wait until they arrive.
Ready to
That
go.
doesn't mean we have to wait over here.
Upgrade
Get your tier 2. I really want Sulis to be under our control. I want to cut this entire line off so that they don't have a way to run through. Oh, they don't have a way to run through because the Black Sun owns this. Oh, man. Yeah, it sucks to be you guys. That's rough. Yeah. That is rough. Who is in charge of this fleet?
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, come on. Really? Another Mandalorian warship? Oh, the fun ships didn't even arrive yet. All right, let's just get out of here. We're just gonna leave. We'll let them take it back. Unless I want to send something larger over there. We might have a fleet. I think all the fleets that I have currently that I could send down here are blockading worlds that I actually want to take, that are kind of bordering us. That is a Kendo side, though. Taking out a couple of Mandalorian vessels wouldn't be terrible.
Nebulon B frigate here.
Okay, we'll pop these and then we'll leave.
Coordinates received.
Or more likely they'll just run. Control A, select everything. Notice it selected some defense turbo lasers that are probably part of one of the space stations. Looks like we had a neutral party.
Moving to destination.
Neutral party pirate fighter.
Location confirmed.
We've located the enemy.
And what in the world? Pirate fleet? Yeah, pirate fleet, but the ISDs just don't care.
Preparing for combat.
Is this also pirate? No, this is Black Sun. The Kiltrin frigate, which has the Mandalorian logo on the side. Old Mandalorian dungeon ships. I don't even think we need to overload our guns for that. Hold back, guys. Don't need to bring the bombs to it. Turbo lasers will take this out. There's the real target.
Moving to
Yeah, I still want you guys to start making progress forward.
Vectors set.
Just keep the fighters within the group. Yeah, it's definitely sounding. Oh, they're running. Yeah, they're gonna make it too.
Reporting target.
We'll never get in firing range. Yeah. That's a cool looking ship. What's the origin of that thing? I don't think it's Mandalorian, right? Oh, the Black Sun ships just confuse and bewilder me. All right. I almost kind of wish that they were separate entities, like sub-factions that ran on their own. Like, I like that you could choose what direction you want to go with the Black Sun, but they're so disparate in various organizations that it almost feels like they should be really hard campaigns to take over the galaxy. Anyways, let's go for an invasion of Clak'dor. Okay, where are you from? Clak'dor VII, also known simply as, oh, it's Bith. Oh, it's just the Bith homeworld. Okay. We're gonna make the Tector. We're gonna have the Old Faithful. The ship's been around since the before times.
Heading out.
I can't think I've made
Tactical battle imminent.
any Tectors since the beginning of the game. Is there really a submod? So we are streaming this over on the Twitch side of things. And they're talking about a submod that makes those factions separate factions.
Commander.
Like their own
Coming
thing.
around.
Do they operate as their own thing on the actual galactic map? That must have been a ton of
Choose your
work.
reinforcements.
Very, very cool. Okay, so here she is, the Tector. Modified Imperial 1. Got a little bit more firepower at the lack of a hangar bay. One of the reasons why I love this ship. I love this ship because I love the idea that the Empire would go even harder into what the ISD is, meant for,
Reporting in.
that kind of ship of the
Heading to
line.
destination.
Let's bring in ISD-2s.
Order confirmed.
Let's just go
Coming
really ham.
around.
And let's bring in a Venator.
Reinforcements canceled.
This is way too many capital
Reinforcements
ships.
canceled.
Heading to destination.
And not a balanced
We're
fleet at
moving
all.
out.
At least this is a battle carrier, so it's gonna give us some fighters,
Roger that.
which are V-wings.
Roger.
So we're bringing out all the old mothball ships for this fight.
Form up.
The
Full
ISD-2s
speed.
aren't that old, and we can make up a lot of it
All out.
by bringing
Let's
in
move
the
out. Proceeding to
Conquest,
coordinate.
bringing the
There they are.
actual light carrier ships. What do you command, sir? A frigate screener? Yeah, let's do that because I have a feeling your frigate It's gonna be some of the only anti-fighter defense I'm gonna have.
Keep going.
Destroyer.
Hi,
here.
enemy has a
Our
space station.
target
Remove its
priority
base.
is the laser cannons.
Firing.
They have an ion cannon on the deck.
Yes, sir.
They have an ion cannon on the ground. Please fire everything. Thump, 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 thump. Incoming U-Wings. Oh, I'm excited for the new version. Version 3 is looking really cool. Can we please kill this? Overload the guns. We don't need shields. Never heard of them.
For maximum firepower.
Overload everything.
Reporting.
And the rest of you are now clear to move about the cabin.
Enemy forces sighted.
Giving them the attack move order, and then I will actually individual target as we get a little closer. I need to double up on these X-Wings. We might not be able to break them. Hey, all V-Wings, go after those flak boats, if you'd be so kind. Let's see if we can just remove those by throwing up 500 ties of them. Those things right there. They have a silly name. I can't remember what they're called. They were in the background of like a handful of shots in Return of the Jedi. Yeah, the Brattok gunship groups, which have the flak, the dual flaks, which give it a debuff. Hey, Cheese, thank you for the gifted sub, man. Appreciate you.
Standing by.
We are streaming this, like I said, over on the Twitch
We're
side.
in position.
So if you see stuff popping up, that's all it is. Bombers!
Interceptor here.
I require your there they are. Gotta double click them. We do have incoming. I feel like this is a flashback to the beginning of the campaign. Go to their hangars, because their X-Wings scare me more than anything else they've got. And then if you guys would just focus your lighter guns on those Y-Wings, you should be able to knock them out
Star Destroyer
pretty easily.
reporting in. Yes.
Yeah, we're starting to see, MC-80 Justices and Tectors in a fight. Weird flashback. Can you tractor beam that?
Tractor beam activated.
Thank you.
Awaiting your orders.
Just make sure it doesn't get away.
Move out.
Carrot cruiser ready. Oh, I think I talked about this in the last episode,
Awaiting your command.
but I love the idea that
Your command, sir.
the dev was like,
Our primary
we heard your
target is
feedback
behind.
on the Lancer, and we heard it was bad, so we fixed it. Still entertains me.
Take out the iron cannons.
Let's make sure his shield is down, so we don't have to deal with that overkill again.
This way.
Carrier, you're probably okay. Let's have you focus on this and spread out.
Yes, Commander. I got him.
You are just eating those enemy fighters, aren't you? I don't really need
About to be destroyed.
Yeah, help him. Help him, help him.
Awaiting orders.
Put some fire on that.
Reporting in.
Commander,
That MC-80 is just about dead. We're gonna push forward and then have the very damaged, very wounded ship sit in the back. It's a little on fire, but that doesn't seem good.
I'm on them. Target locked.
Now the Lancer has point defense and 11 freaking quad laser cannons.
Warm up. Destroyer here.
You know, I thought it was really heavily armed in this too, but it didn't seem like the weapons were effective. Like maybe they were missing a lot or something.
Copy. Open
But
fire.
I do not know what kind of weapon systems it has right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander. Attack.
I copy.
I'm hoping it's really late game. Picket ship, basically.
Reporting.
Yeah, I moved you a little bit too far forward. Hey, bombers, we need you.
Ready.
Go whack them.
Cannons are online.
Take down their shields.
Okay,
Star Destroyer
can't overload the
standing by.
weapons. They do still have, I need you over here. I need you over here.
Attack. Yes, Commander.
Our poor baby's on fire. Zoom in on the bombers. You're being debuffed right now. By what?
Bombers
Oh,
standing by.
maybe it's all the enemy fighters that are
Navigating.
currently getting a free
Bomber squad.
pass at our bombers. It's got duels right now. Oh, and it's gaining quads.
Awaiting your orders.
Holy crap.
The lasers are our target.
I've got him.
Awaiting your command. Holding
That's
Our primary target is the
a lot.
fire.
Watch it go like 180 and now it's just gonna be too good.
Attack that target.
Finish him.
Reporting in.
That is the challenge though.
Interceptor squad reporting.
That amazes me how hard these devs work on these mods. Like, I'm so appreciative.
Open fire.
They're so much fun.
Heading out.
Move the ISD up.
Reporting in.
Let's put the victory, the Venator a little closer, and let's see it. Shields have just failed. Deflector field is down.
Taking them out.
See the little explosions. I think those are little flak shots. Oh, they ran. Didn't realize they were retreating. Didn't give me the audio for it. So they have an ion cannon, but we still managed to take it. Almost got the ISD down. Oh, it's such a, so Dover's like talking about in chat right now, this mod looks so modern compared to the original game. Yeah, like if you go back and play vanilla Empire War is such a stunning, and if you look at 3.0, they've got a bunch of lighting tweaks
Construction
that make
complete.
it look so much better. Yeah, I'm pumped. I can get a large Imperial dockyard here.
Building under construction.
Can I get, well, let's get that built. And immediately get the ground forces moving.
Moving into
Because I'd
position.
love to take that one jump from Solsvon. So close. And we'll do a,
Squadron reporting.
wait, there's only one AT-AT and 4 ATSTs. Yeah, we're gonna do a Walker invasion
commencing.
here, I think. Let's see what the map looks like. In the battle. Okay.
Reporting.
Small map. Also has a lot of fauna on it that I don't think is aggressive. Which is a weird thing to say out loud, but that's kind of how some of these places are like. Some of these planets are just evil and out to get us. So we're gonna go really heavy Walker. We're gonna grab some ties, and we're gonna go for some anti. Oh man, I wanted the Storm Commandos really badly. We're gonna have to actually take the next point. Is what I'm doing a good idea? No, probably not. Probably should have had more infantry, but
Always ready,
it's gonna be fun.
Ready. Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Let's move the walkers up.
Reporting in.
Walkers up.
Scouting.
Let's scout. Actually, don't scout. Don't scout. You hold back. We'll move as a group.
Roger that.
Might not
Warm
need
up.
too much
Awaiting
infantry.
orders.
I mean, we've got a ton of grenades. There we go. Control A, grab all TIE fighters, look at poor X-Wing, and right-click. Dun, da, 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 da. I am so excited for the air battles in 3.0 in the new version they're working on. Oh. TIE interceptors on the ground, and a rebalance to how it all works.
Awaiting your orders. Men,
Flak is a
prepare
debuff
for
that you have to
assignment.
take advantage of instead of
AT-AT
just the
ready.
answer.
Reporting. On my way. Yes, Commander.
And you know what? They
Yes,
did a
sir.
really good job, honestly,
Yes, Commander.
with the way that they
Ready.
changed
Scanning
how
area.
strong
Yes, sir.
Flak
On
used
the
to be.
move.
But I do like the idea
I
that it
await your
leans more
instructions.
into the
Move out.
debuff. There's our there's our commander right there moving up. And they showed
Ready to
off
go.
Rebel
Awaiting orders.
raids using air support, so full on Rogue One. They also showed off the Rebel. How do you put it? I need those rockets up here like right now. These guys. These guys. Go, 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 go. Does it give speed boost? No, it increases firepower, not speed. Now, I'd rather it make you run faster. That would be cool. All right, rockets. Rocket away. So right now you are fighting in a fight against vehicles as an anti-vehicle infantry unit, and I feel like you're getting slammed. Hey, we can bring in reinforcements. What are we gonna bring in? Bring in those Storm Commandos. Bring me a little bit of air power. Hey, oh,
Reporting in.
no, did all those ties die? And the X-Wing is still at like...
Ready for command.
Something really funny about that. I sent in
Let's go.
like
Right away.
9 TIE fighters and only 1 made it back, and the X-Wing who was the target is still alive.
Ready for battle.
That's the most TIE fighter thing I've ever seen. Let's bring in some gunships because I'm
Reporting in.
too fun.
Roger that.
Well, we fired at. Got a group of Bothans back there? No, Pathfinders. Oh.
Ready for orders.
I've got flamethrowers. Brutal. Brutal.
Engines activated.
Okay, team.
Yes, Commander.
We did something. Something was accomplished. Oh, TIE Fighter, please don't go too deep. I don't know what killed all of your friends, and I highly doubt.
Awaiting orders. Moving out.
Man, our poor TIE. Let's get all of our ATSTs moving up.
Heading out.
There was this time early on in this campaign where I swear we had. Oh, ouch! Fall back.
As you wish. Squadron.
Yeah, you're
moving
not
out.
cheap. I actually don't want to lose you.
Sir.
You gunship can
Yes,
fall
sir.
back. Let's move up with the walkers.
Sustaining minor
There was like a time where so many.
fire.
Let's cloak you guys and run you past. So many of my thumbnails for this were ATSTs because they're so damn like. Look at that. Like they just look so crazy. Okay, yeah, we're going. This is thumbnail right here. This is next week's thumbnail right here. This is why. This is what happens. I'm just like, that's the best shot we've had. It's hard to get a good shot. Can we take this out with your thermal depth?
On the move.
Guys, please. Please, you're so close. Please kill it.
Ready.
And then that's an open top vehicle. Please kill that.
Hostile.
Yeah, the rebels are getting like a light speeder technical company, which sounds really cool. They managed to actually pick this up. Go us. All right, so the anti-air should be dead. Let's move in and give this a
Transit
poke,
proceeding.
and we'll move these gunships up to the north just to make sure that they don't have anything else.
Comlink
Flamethrower
active.
should just annihilate the base. How we doing, walkers?
Over there.
Yeah, you show that empty bunker who's boss.
Highway. Scanning area.
Excellent, you're doing great. Please go this way.
On the move. Always ready.
Hey,
sir.
flamethrowers.
Roger
Are we
that.
flaming? Are we throwing?
Attacking.
We're not doing any of
Form
those
up.
things.
Right away.
Are we too close? There they go. Yeah. There we go.
Damage.
Do we have anything that I'm worried about? I have a bombing run. I think so.
Unit destroyed.
Uh-oh. We got popped.
Ready.
That's just
for
taking a
orders.
while, so let's call them the ties. Oh, that last spawn. Brutal. They blew up one of my walkers.
Run.
You jerks.
Reporting in.
Here comes the bombers. So if you put your mouse over the bomber and hit C, you can zoom in like this.
Performed a great service for the Empire.
And you can watch the ground forces kill steal the bomber's target.
Engage.
Ouch. Really? I guess I did cloak them and then just like right click them into the battle. But hey, the planet is now under our control and we are bordered up against
System
Sol's
control achieved.
You're expensive.
Building started.
Yeah. Not cool. I think we're ready for the invasion. Yeah. Send in the Tectors. And this time we'll bring in the Corellian destroyers.
Reporting.
Well, ground forces should be up at those black sun planets in the northwest. So we are very close to finishing up this
Enemy has been
campaign.
spotted.
Roger that. Fallout.
Okay. Solus Vaughn has something going on up here. Interesting skybox. It's actually really pretty. We have the shipyards. They might get free ships in those shipyards if we're not careful. I
move out.
kind of want to scout
Let's
that
go.
out, so let's go that direction and check it out.
Keep going.
All right, heading over that way. What are we looking like? I'll bring you reinforcements as long as we're not in the gravity well.
Choose your reinforcements.
Yeah, we'll hold. 27 points. Tector is 38. Wow, Corellian battleships are actually really cheap on build cap. They don't have as much tank, mind you, medium armor. Where we're looking at heavy armor, 22,000 hull, 14,000 hull. So we'll let the Tector go first. You get power to engines, though. I could move you up. I could move you up and then get you out of trouble. Let's do it. We'll bring in 2 battleships and use them as
All
scouts.
right. Flank speed.
I will kind of rabbit them in. Let's bring in some carriers to secure this. That wasn't a carrier, that was a dreadnought. Oh man, when was the last time we sent a dreadnought in? The dreadnought, let's have you swing towards, ooh, that, yeah, go after that liberator. Start pushing toward that liberator and do not use your ability. TIE fighters, secure that wreckage. Yep.
Destroyer here.
We have one. We just I saw that. One of my turbos just nailed that X-Wing. Somebody promote that gunner.
Copy. This way.
Oh, there's a, yeah, speaking of free ships, look at that. I see you. I wonder, can I harass you with a Quintons? Because you're a torpedo boat brawler. Can I just sit back here and shoot you with a, yes, I can. Can I hit it? Who knows, but let's just have you hold. And then if he looks at us, we leave.
Our Quintons cruiser ready. Open fire.
Oh, you're shooting at that. I mean, that's okay too. Just a little bit closer won't hurt anything. We're taking out a gladiator. You go ahead and pop your ability. We can engage. Move up.
I copy. Over there.
All right, here they come. How do we want to handle it? You say you're a screener. I'm gonna believe you. You want a victory class this? Let's do TIE defenders behind the line.
Reinforcements en route.
And an interceptor refit victory 1. What does that mean? If you've never played this, it just means that they've got TIE interceptors instead of TIE fighters. You can do that refit, just have the ship sit over a dreadnought. I kind of want you to die, I'm sorry. I need the build cap, so you just need to go away. Let's get you rotated, pop the missiles, and have them go into the gravity well generator. Oh, look at you guys, not used to that.
Coming about.
I'm on this one.
Orders, sir.
Quintons is taking out another defense station. That's all right. Yeah, look at them go. Not every day that we have them. Oh. Kill the interdictor. Kill the interdictor. Go for the engines. Go for the engines. There you go. That's the only thing I thought I could get. They're talking about game rumors right now in the chat. I want to know more about this rumored Total War Star Wars game. Holy crap, baskets. They didn't fight for that. They lost an Alliance dockyard, their Tier 3 cruiser frigate, and their Mon Cal warships. I knew they had some tech. I didn't realize it was like all of it. And this would be where they're producing a lot of... You can see why I wanted Solus Vaughn so bad. Yeah, that's pretty great.
Upgrade complete.
Might go artillery next attack. Yeah, I think we're gonna go artillery and suppression teams.
Upgrade complete.
Building
Building under construction.
Squadron
Okay,
reporting.
moving up.
As the Emperor wills.
I could see it though. There was a mod I remember experimenting with for Warhammer Total War that added a new tech level to the Empire. And it basically made trench warfare and like line guns, right? So you're getting into more like Napoleonic era kind of combat. Siege mortars became a thing. And so, you know, the vast majority of your unit, machine guns, they added machine gun nests. Like you're starting to get into like early World War I technology.
Choose your reinforcements.
It was real interesting. Let's go ahead and bring in suppression. Let me get a good rocket team. Let's bring in the Storm Commandos with the rockets, and then we'll focus artillery.
Reinforcements canceled.
The only thing this is really going to be missing is
Moving to coordinates.
scouts.
Moving to destination.
I'm gonna live without scouts. Let's wait until the whole group lands. It's like a Imperial gun battery has been deployed. And, you know, having played that, and that was by, you know, a mod author having a good time and messing around, I could see a Star Wars game
Standing
using
by.
that kind of system. And the battles are actually over planets, very Empire War style. You know, the individual battle maps are representing,
Artillery.
let's march.
I copy.
fighting
On my way.
a
You can
battle
distract
for a
them
planet.
us.
Why not? That's all Empire War is, right? We fight over one single square for this little mini map, and that represents taking a planet over or a region on a planet if they want to get really crazy with it. Okay, so our great weakness, you guys need to hold position. I need to make you guys group one. Let's go ahead and deploy the guns in case something actually does pop up. And then I should move the infantry forward with you guys first. Keep the E-webs deployed to defend the guns. That is a lot of fire.
Copy that.
Why? Don't take out the mines.
will do.
We want to capture that. We want the industry.
Will do.
What do you think it's the end of this little road? Let's not move the whole
Absolutely.
fire
Understood,
team
Commander.
that way.
Awaiting
I do need
orders.
to be a little careful. Sending the whole group this way is a really terrible idea. What happens if they come from here? What we've managed to create is the slowest ground force in the game.
Copy.
Anybody who is like, what do you
Order
mean trench
acknowledged.
warfare in Star Wars, right?
Moving to position.
Think of, well, the Solo movie would be a good example, but also
Always ready, sir.
the Battle for Hoth. I'm sure a few of you were like,
Okay,
Battle of Hoth,
sir.
check, yeah.
Let's go. Ready.
Hoth was nothing but just a big long trench line and a bunch of guns.
Target confirmed. Transmission received. Loud and clear.
And to be fair, Warhammer Total War does have air
Ready for
units.
duty. Moving to
Sneaky
coordinates.
sneaks.
Moving to secondary position.
I need a squad.
Let's move. Over
Go
there.
secure these. That's actually
Got
gonna get.
something
Oh,
for
if we
me?
can get Mandalorians, we can get some fast-moving scouts.
Roger that.
The Steiner Lance of scouts here,
Right away.
in the form of jetpacks. So here is a briefcase full of Imperial credits. Go find me some mercenaries. We can see the ion cannons, plural. What is happening? Hang on, camera. No, you're not gonna let me, are you? I don't know. Yeah, you can just see it. There were two in the distance. There we go. Man, you know what's very exciting? If you guys haven't heard the news, Dawn of War is getting a remaster. And some of you may have just rolled your eyes. And that's all right. I completely get it. Because if you watched it, you're probably like, I didn't see... Yes, they'll probably have a stealth ability, right? Trandoshan's, though. But Mustafar gets flamethrowers. Flamethrowers are cool. Oh, we'll try the assassins.
We've got you loud and clear.
Dawn of War
Issue your command, sir.
remaster. Even if you think it doesn't really look that much
Orders
different.
confirmed. Heading out.
64-bit. And the
Fall out,
mods are,
troops.
word is, the mods are gonna work out of the box. They're working with the mod authors to make sure that they continue to
Ready for
function.
command.
Right?
Moving to destination.
And why is that 64-bit
Ready to
important?
serve.
Well, it means they're gonna be
At
able to
once.
access all of your RAM. Meaning you won't
Affirmative, sir.
crash as much, because the biggest
On
problem
the
with
way.
crashing in most
Support
Dawn of
orders
War
acknowledged.
mods is because
Right
you
away.
can't take full use of your PC's capabilities.
Commencing
That's so
attack.
exciting. That means the mod authors are gonna be let off the chain. They're gonna be able to go crazy. Deploy the guns.
Engaging hostiles.
Remove a grid square. Because that's a big problem. There are so many different factions in those mods. There are so many different units. And if you start playing with large
Give the
numbers,
order.
let's just
Yes,
move
sir.
everybody in. Especially if you're playing like
Moving to coordinates.
a large
Your
game
command?
with 8 different factions
Absolutely.
loaded in. It's a big problem. So, Dawn of War. Relic is doing a
Awaiting
remaster.
orders.
Uh,
Let's go. Keep
could
going.
be really amazing.
This way.
I don't know how they could screw it up,
Ready to receive
except for
orders.
like it being
Moving
super
out.
buggy or something.
Bombing run available.
Knock on wood. Now I've said it. Now I've said it. See how it goes. Yeah, it'll get even crazier. It's gonna get even crazier.
At your call.
So what's
Just
your
give the
special ability?
command.
You have spread out and you have a sprint. The
Affirmative.
sprints,
It will be done.
you're stuck, aren't you?
Transmission
Womp
confirmed.
womp. Dude, I got two.
Standing by.
I got 3 units
Anything
of you.
ask.
I see.
Of course.
Head up to the top of that hill.
Immediately. Here,
And you
sir. Order received.
get out of the water,
Heading to that
sprint,
area.
and head down to the south.
Copy.
Capping.
Over there.
Oh, there was installations.
Reporting.
Remove it.
Beginning short-range fire.
This is so... They take a minute to deploy. Please hold, we'll be with you momentarily, and yeet. We're taking
How can I
fire.
serve? Engaging! We're reading you. We've got you loud and clear.
Well, that's not
On
good.
to fire! We're taking fire!
Anybody remember where we parked all those E-webs? No, you're not in range, are you?
Ready.
They don't have a minimum? They don't have a minimum
Get to
arc?
cover! We've made contact with the enemy!
Or maybe they were just on the outside of it. Oh!
Issue your
And that's why
command,
you
sir.
always move those. You never let them stay still for very long. All right, let's start
Artillery
moving.
online.
We have no health whatsoever, and even Seraph speeders can kill us, so we need to go.
Yes, sir. We'll be there in no time. Yes, sir.
That's all been
Whatever you
destroyed.
wish,
Good. I'm glad I
right
popped up
away,
here.
sir. At your request.
I copy.
Yeah, they announced the
I
new
can do
Dawn of
that.
War remaster at the Skulls
out.
event. Are you actually there and hostile? Because there's like a
Bombard
giant
available.
turret back here. There's a turret here.
Affirmative.
Bombardment available. Well, I would love to use it. What happened to those
I copy.
assassins? Uh-oh. That doesn't seem good.
Yes, sir. Heading
I
out.
sent in a group of
Roger.
assassins and
Advancing.
they vanished.
Reporting.
Yeah.
On the move.
Yeah, they're still
Transmission
missing.
Received.
All right, well, we'll just move in,
Yes, sir.
spread out a little bit,
Roger
have
that.
the walkers stick with them.
Form up.
I'm real worried that this is gonna be a thing.
Awaiting orders.
The anti-air doesn't worry me though. It is
Firing at
functional.
will.
Fire the cannons. Oh, could you imagine the cinematic stories we could tell in the wait for it. Oh, good grief, camera.
Reporting in.
Go, go, go. Everybody spread out
Enemy sighted. On to fire!
and open fire.
Taking fire!
Set up the E-webs. Oh, they've lowered your rate of fire because you're being suppressed. Not cool. Let's suppress their faces. So many rounds. You know what? Let's give them a little bit more. Hey, how you doing?
Get to cover! We've made contact with the enemy.
Hit them with everything we've got.
Engaging hostile.
Copy.
Commence attack.
You guys are good. Just fire what's like in range. I'm not too worried about it. The artillery will deal.
Target locked. Affirmative.
Move up the E-webs.
Target.
There's the bombers. Clear in house for the rest of them. Ooh, got good bombing run. Very, very happy with that. Still got rounds out. Looking good.
Ready for duty. Fall out. Let's move out.
Oh no! I think we just took out C-3PO and R2-D2. Well. What are you gonna do? You know what we need? We need air units. Let's do
Destination
this.
is acknowledged.
Is acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Advance.
Good job, Storm Commandos.
Your
We have
orders.
ties.
Form up.
I wanted the ties so we can
Right
see what's
away.
going on. Not that they're gonna survive for very long, but
Moving out.
just to give us some
Heading out.
spotting.
Awaiting orders.
Artillery's
Ready
moving
for
up.
command.
Something
Let's
is
go.
still alive and we don't want it to be. Let's remove it.
Copy.
Rest of you
There they
move
are.
forward.
Copy. Affirmative, sir.
Everyone fire at this target. See if we can kill a tank in one shot with all of our artillery.
Targeting.
The answer probably won't surprise you. What are you guys shooting at over there, Ties? Oh, they have another defense turret.
Copy. Fall out.
Well, you're not safer where you are now. You might as well come back and let's bring in another officer.
Capacity.
Well, maybe an officer was the poor life choice because we just lost him for
Reporting.
time.
Yes, Commander.
I copy.
All right, I'm giving you guys the attack move order. You need to get closer, and let's
Ready to
remove
receive
their
order.
actual supply
Weapons ready.
base. So they stop getting reinforcements. Oh, chunky. Very chunky. All right. Clearing them out.
Reporting. All right, men. Load your
And
weapons.
that's why we're missing a tie.
Squad, move out. Attack.
Okay, moving in.
Standing by.
I'm actually gonna have you guys in the assassin moving from the back.
Information
Artillery is in range of that building. Look at the
by.
range on that. clear indirect, like clear shot over the mountains, indirect fire, all the way over to this corner, which is about, what, 30% of the map's total diagonal max distance? Like maybe 40% of it? You guys are out of range of this, right? Yeah, okay, they're out of range of that. That must have been pushing the very limits.
Order acknowledged.
I'm gonna move you guys closer.
Fire.
Ties, have you used your ability? You did. Yeah, it'd be really interesting to see how they change air battles for version 3 of this, because it looks like that's a big focus of making the Rebellion feel unique. Okay. Artillery is setting up. TIE fighters strafing over there. Just to remind those who have not played Vanilla Empire War, remember, the only air unit that you could get in Empire War for the Empire.
Men, prepare for assignment.
Wait, what was the air unit for the Empire? For the Rebels, it was the T-47, the snow speeder from Hoth.
Destination is
I don't think they got a unit, did they? No, it was they got the AT-AT as their like big unit.
Artillery online.
Huh.
I copy.
They got the Lancet. Oh, right, okay. Shows how long it's been since I played Vanilla Empire War. Oh crap! 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 Everybody turn around! I hope your little turrets fire at something. Shh. Okay, actually, here's Hillary. Be able to cover themselves.
Ties reporting in.
There's one guy left. Data, get him! Get one, two. Thank you.
Keep going.
Bet you that was the Storm Commander.
This way.
We have word of a single, 2 vehicles trying to escape. I'd appreciate if you actually took them down, didn't just fly over them.
Eliminating
There you
target.
go.
Attack that target.
Nothing left.
Attack
This is when you guys shine. Come on. Come on, one more strafe. One more's coming in. He missed.
Orders, sir. Fire at will.
Definitely makes me feel like I'm watching a Star Wars movie. Hey, TIE fighters, here they come. And they all missed.
You have performed
Hey,
a great
there it
service for the
is.
Empire.
And victory is ours. Souls Vaughn is under our control. I don't know what we're fired at. Probably another defense turret. We did get the droids. That's really funny to me. So, with the fall of Souls Vaughn, that leaves us one world left to cut this in half. It's like a swath through here. Even managed to stop them. Let's grab a Golan platform. Dig this in. About to get another Golan platform, so we might not actually have space. So this might get auto-canceled. But we're holding it. We have the hyperlane. We just need to go back and pick up Malastare. And we'll have this hyperlane pretty much in the bag. Sort of. We'll have them cut off if we take up Utapau. And then we decide whether or not we're gonna finish the rebellion off. We've got a little cluster of planets over here as well. Oh yeah, no, this is Camino. This isn't some just endless, nameless area. That's like proper Bothua. There should be an option to ask the rebellion to surrender, right? All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. We're gonna wrap up this week's episode here. I will see you all in the next one. I never say it, but I'm going to today. If you would be so kind, if you haven't already, hit the sub button so I can bump the numbers up on the channel so that this stuff gets out there a bit more. I appreciate it. Playing the algorithm, as always. I'll see you in the next one. Later, everybody.